Look at my face. Yo, what the heck happened to my face? Yo, I gotta call this doctor. I'm having the craziest breakout ever. Look at this. If I didn't learn anything from this tooth experience, I learned that upkeep is a must. I'm on 74th Street. I got an appointment on 57th, exactly 2:45. So I don't know if I'm late or not, but I'm gonna put some pep in my step. Feel me? I was doing one of my little NY City tour, videos. You know what's going on. But I gotta get to what a get to is. And that's to getting this tooth fixed. You already know. And then the no tooth challenge. For the last 3 years, I've been hiding. Not from the world. Nah, from myself. I had this camera in my hand every single day, capturing everybody else, doing their thing. Basketball tournaments, block parties, concert. I was behind the lens. But when it came to me, for some reason, I just couldn't do it. I thought the last thing anybody wanted to see was this nasty smile with this missing tooth. I went through 3 surgeries, 3 times. I thought it would have been over. And every time, the doctor said, Fred, you're good. It's a process.
Hello, you can put your stuff in the corner.
Is this my last surgery?
Yes.
I'd hype myself up, then freeze right when it was time to press record. 3 years of excuses, 3 years of silence. But life don't wait. In that time, I met a bunch of people. I met the Queen of Harlem. I met Corey Guns outside rocking his SM leather. The models was looking real good, I ain't gonna lie. 7 had it lit. But yeah, you meet people, you make connections, and you keep going. I even made a connection with an artist from Venezuela. We didn't even speak the same language, but our energy, that's what we had common ground. And through those moments, I realized people don't just connect with you because of how you look. They connect with your spirit. Then came the day I came to 111 for my cousin Freddie on 8th Ave. Everybody out there vibing, from the block, the locals and all that. Everybody laughing, seeing some arguments. To cool it down, gotta bring the bottles out. Regular Harlem shit. It had to be one dude who ain't like me. It's always like that. And it's somebody you know every time. Anybody who know me know I'm a high energy person. I walk in a room like I'm alive, loud, hype. I'm ready, always. That energy, it can bring people close. Folks love good vibes, but it can also push people away in relationships. Some saw my hype as too much. Others thought the missing tooth meant I wasn't serious, like I was hiding behind the jokes. I had to learn balance. Sometimes the strongest energy isn't loud at all. What really woke me up was how different people treated me depending on how I presented myself. Fresh cut, clean fit, head high. People respected me. When I had the wide smile with the nasty tooth showing, people dismissed me. That's when I realized it's not the tooth, it's the confidence behind the smile. How you carry yourself changes everything. So I said, forget it. Before I get this fixed, I'm gonna tell my story exactly how I am. No tooth, raw, real, official. And that's when I started filming storytime style. How should I celebrate? You know, I don't know. This is just me talking before I'm actually getting the finalization of the implant and all that. But how would y'all have advised me to celebrate? I'm gonna celebrate. But how would y'all have advised me to celebrate? Late nights, I grab the camera, talk to the camera, tell about my day, my fears, my wins, gap and all. And the funny thing is, those raw clips felt more powerful than anything polished I ever shot. And then the day finally came, final surgery. I woke up, looked in the mirror, and for the first time in years, I saw a full smile. Perfect. But you know what hit me? The surgery wasn't the real victory. The victory was all those story time takes I did before the fix.
I just pray and hope and bless God that everything works well with me.
Look at me, Doc. What is this? What is going on that gave me this? What is making me look like this? Wow. Yeah, so my face finally looks like it's coming back to normal. Um, right now I'm just thinking about like looking into everything they could have possibly did wrong, and I'm gonna see about if any foul play, if they went wrong anywhere. I'm gonna see if I got a lawsuit because I went through a lot. It's Sunday. I got my tooth done Wednesday. I've been suffering since Wednesday, so we're gonna continue the tooth vlog. And we're gonna let y'all see how it turn out. I'm not even gonna mention anything yet because I want them to finish my tooth procedure. So I'm not trying to beef with these people. But if I do, I'm not signing anything special too. They think I'm stupid. They ain't getting me that. That was me proving to myself that courage comes first, perfection comes second. So here I am, smiling. Tooth back. What they gonna do now? Man, I gotta get the top down. Keep the roof up. Know what's going on. I'm looking good with my tooth already though. Respectful. Yeah, you know the vibes. Tooth is back, but the lesson, the gap, was never the weakness. Hiding was. The no tooth challenge wasn't about a dentist. It was about facing myself, letting the world see me, flaws and all. So if you're watching this, hear me. Don't wait 3 years. Don't wait 3 surgeries. Don't wait to be perfect. Your story matters right now. Raw, unpolished, incomplete. I'm Fred, a kid from the projects, videographer, a high energy dreamer. And today, I press record. Welcome to another episode. This is Fred the Mayor. I want to talk about the conclusion to this little challenge I had. I did a whole series about it. It was just basically a series about me and the people that I get into my relationships with via business or friendship or otherwise. And I did a little social experiment based on how people treat me. Because as you can see, I have my smile back, finally got my tooth back, long awaited, very expensive procedure. Now, I say all this to say, I'm gonna take y'all into a deep dive of what it looks like, how people can perceive you and perceive your situation based on how you look. I did a video on 111 and 8th Avenue, whatever. And in that same night, it was a kid I knew from back in the day. And, I didn't really know how to approach him. We on his block. He looking lit. He fly. He got his, what I'm saying? He got it together. And I'm over there. I just came from work. I'm all dirty. I'm not looking good. Tooth knocked out his mouth. So I do believe the perception, made him probably feel like, oh, this nigga's a bozo now. He a clown now. He ain't the same or whatever. Because the dude actually knew me. We knew each other. I used to hang out with him, smoke weed with the kid before when we was young, and I just didn't feel comfortable because, in Harlem, it's what yo, bro, it's a thin line between showing love and being a de-esser. Like, if I didn't learn anything from this tooth experience, I learned that upkeep is a must. People judge you based on how you look. But even when I did have the messed up tooth, if I made sure my hair was good, if I made sure my clothes was fly, and I made sure my bop was right, basically my aura and the way I carried myself was with confidence, I pretty much was able to score mostly the same jobs and get into the same rooms. If you know, you know. So I think the culture has held some of us back from actually getting to know each other and deal with each other a certain way. And I just feel like, since I'm on my way to go do, I think my final surgery, I think I got one more procedure after this, but this is my final surgery for the tooth.
Just, hope everything go well. So we about to complete the no tooth challenge. But again, I had a situation based on what I feel like is just the overall makeup of how I looked that day. I don't think it personally had to just tie in with just the tooth. I talk in a certain way a lot of times when I'm outside that you don't even see my tooth. A lot of times I'm talking very, very low. You know what I mean? So you don't really get to see my tooth. And I get a lot of that. They be like, yo, speak up, speak up. So I go through that. But moral of the story is most of the people there, they was vibing with me. You see, I got the video done, pictures taken, people enjoyed their show. But again, this experiment is to let y'all know that everything is relevant. Appearance is relevant. Who you around is relevant. The character of the people you dealing with is relevant. So for this challenge, what I want to let y'all know, what I feel like personally, what we accomplished, it is, the social experiment and how people may treat you. And I'm gonna keep it real for the most part. As long as I had the right attitude and I came with the right energy, I was pretty much granted access to all of the situations that I actually went for. So I'll give you an example. Queen of Harlem, she throws the best basketball tournament in the city, if you ask me. Rucker is coming back though. I ain't gonna lie, Rucker coming back again. They stuff back together over there. And then you got Dykeman. Dykeman is legendary. You know what I mean? So I get to talk to the Queen of Harlem, and she lets me come do a game. I get some good promo off it. I actually get to meet her, and we have a couple words. But what I'm telling you is that it didn't affect my tooth. Didn't affect my interaction. And I don't think it affect a lot of my interactions again, as long as I went into them with the right attitude. I'm also working with SM Leathers. That is a fashion group, and they have leather jackets, and they really, really fly. Check out SM Leathers on Instagram and TikTok, I think all platforms. But they got a real, real good line. I mean, the fashion is up to date. It's fire. I like how they put everything together, to be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. There was a lot of rooms I couldn't get into. There was a lot of different people who didn't want to accept the fact that I didn't fit the mold or I didn't look like I was part of what was going on in their crew. So, y'all gonna get a full breakdown of that. Well, I actually had to leave downtown. So, we drinking. Everybody having fun. I got a liquor in my hand. I also got my camera in my hand. So, this kid I know, I was about to try to say something to him. So, I walk over to him. I was gonna say something to him. My cousin was over there. Because he seen me the whole time. He ain't never say nothing to me. Mind you, in his area. So, it was just an uncomfortable experience, right? I walk over there. I want him dropping the liquor on his leg. But mind you, I don't shorts. It hit his, literally his, shin area. And nothing else. Literally, he didn't mess up his sneakers like that. He got a low pipe on it, but it wasn't nothing serious. And I said sorry 3 times. The man, this is what I heard of this. Because I know I'm not bugging, but, people would say I'm bugging. Heard my cousins. At least one of them. But what happened was, when I spilled it, I said, yo, I'm sorry. I said, I ain't want to spill. I ain't want to drop my camera. That's why I was fumbling. I made a mistake and dropped the liquor because the camera would have really hurt. You know what I mean? So he's like, what? You would have dropped the camera and my shit would have been hurt. I would have dropped you. So once he said that, I kind of I'm like, nah, man, what this dude talking to? Because you're going to run into that a lot if you're a content creator and stuff like that. So basically, when I was confronted with being told, yo, you ain't gonna take a picture of me, you done drop liquor on me, I ain't gonna lie, I kinda took that the wrong way. I'm like, what? He said, you gonna compensate me for dropping the liquor on me? And I'm like, but I said sorry 3 times. I ain't even say this part, but in my head, I'm like, I said 3 times, and you done just told me that you gonna drop me. Nah, I'm not doing nothing for you, fam. You can figure this out. You want this picture? You have to take it out my hand and shoot yourself. That's one, but that's the only way you get that picture. And that's like the moral of the story when it came to that. But again, it was all in my personal opinion about perception and how I was being perceived at that given time with that particular group. So I'm gonna get my parents together, right? Because believe it or not, people respect what they see. This is a very visual world. Everything is about social media. So I gotta kind of do what I gotta do. I gotta be, I gotta be a part of the mold in some way. And I'm not saying conform in any way, but you have to understand what's being done to make any change. So if I don't know what's going on, if I don't put out, certain issues that I think need to be addressed in a certain manner and look a certain way doing it, people are not gonna relate to me. People are not gonna basically jack me. Whatever they say of Tim, they're not gonna jack me. They're like, you're a bozo, dog. And I ain't gonna lie, because of the perception of Harlem and the way I was raised, I be thinking that about myself a lot of times. So again, all of these things is like put in place for us to grow, kind of like. Even today, I'm getting my tooth fixed. Like, come on, man, t-shirt, look at the collar, man. But respectfully watch, it's about to go all the way up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna probably be my last major expense for the year, as far as major expenses go in my tax bracket, because everybody got their own level. But on my level, it's gonna be my last major expense. And being, fiscally responsible is just something you gotta do out here. You feel me? But stay tuned. And those of y'all who still watching, I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Frederick Man's TV. We vlog. You know what I mean? We got my reaction channel. This is actually FMTV Life. This is my vlog channel. But go check out my reaction channel. We talk about real things that go on, real things that happen. You know what I mean? So, FMTV Life. Look, see? Look, I'm ready, look. About to get my $1,000,000 smile back. So all y'all was laughing at me. Cause I ain't having my teeth and all that. Cause y'all was laughing behind my back. Only my friends laughed in front of my face. I respect that. But listen, only my friends, I don't respect nobody who laughed behind my back and didn't laugh in front of my face about this too. Cause there was some funny jokes out there and y'all ain't even tell them to me. Y'all foul. Y'all disrespectful. But I want this video to go out. Hopefully, leave in a comment your best tooth snaps, your best Jerome snaps. Cause it's over. It's over. And I'm going ape handsome on all y'all. So just, it's okay. The ugly stage is done. I heard just a minute ago that I will not be actually receiving the cap of the tooth today. They just made the impressions today. So he said about 2 to 3 weeks. But it's a process. And again, we got some results here. We got some results. I was able to make some assessments on how people gauge you based on appearance. And like I said, when I dress sharp and when I spoke a certain way and had a lot of energy, I always got good reception. But last time when I was on 111, I was dressed in a little dingy t-shirt, New Balance sneakers. Based on the perception I was given, I was treated a certain way. But again, I don't think that was because of my tooth. I just think that's because I had a shy demeanor because I was in a crowd and I knew one person there and they didn't acknowledge me. So that probably threw my energy off. So it's important that we assess ourselves and, learn ourselves and grow. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know if y'all like videos like this. I'll do more of them. You already know the vibes. Stay tuned. Be all over soon. Tooth back. What they gonna do now? Man, I gotta get the top down. Keep the roof up. Know what's going on. I'm fucking good with my tooth already though. Respectfully. Yeah, I know what's going on.
I'm out here, man. You know, I got my tooth back. Freaky Fred the Mayor running the show. Let's see if it makes a difference. Let's see if my confidence goes up. Let's see if I could get more jobs. Let's see if I could, you know, let's see if it makes a difference. You know, this is the second stage of the No Tooth Challenge. And I gotta start talking regular again. Please stand here. Got to start talking regular again.